So it's a super windy day today, and really crazy weather because it's like 78 degrees in April. The wind is just a howling, so I thought I'd come back to the woods, at least try to get some quiet and get away from this wind. So if the noise in the background is interfering, I apologize, but I really want to go through this new kit that Stay Ready Outdoors sent me. This is the TrailGuard. And what's interesting about this kit is it is a lower price point than the last survival kit that I reviewed of theirs, the LYNX Go Bag, and you need to check that kit out because that thing is unbelievable. Top quality components. This is no different, but it is a more scaled down version, and it addresses a couple of issues that kit did not have in it. But because of its size, it's lacking a few things. But I want to show you how this could be potentially utilized with kit that you already have, and maybe this is really just a good starting point for someone who is getting into bushcraft or camping or survival. So the first thing you're going to notice with this kit is it is in a canvas bag. This is actually made by Campcraft Outdoors, and I think a lot of people are familiar with them. They make some really phenomenal stuff. Now the reason that this kit is in the canvas bag is not only to hold it, but is also going to be a pre-filter for our water bottle. And let me show you, because this is a water bottle survival kit. First thing we have on top here, we have the SOL bivy bag. These are phenomenal. That's got a whistle attached to it. Then we have some micro cord from Atwood. This is 125 feet, and it is a 100-pound test. So this is pretty good cordage for some light duty stuff. You can do a lot of things with this, but definitely a good cord to have with you. Then we have my new favorite light source, Nitecore. This is the new 21. It's a different headlamp than was included with the other survival kit, and what's interesting about this one is it is all bungee cord instead of strap, so that makes it even more lightweight, more easily packable, which is pretty key with this particular kit. On the outside here we have one of these afterburner, I think that's what they're called, the afterburner glow tags from Maritac. Or Martac, I believe they make these. These are really cool because they glow unbelievably well. They last a long time. Then we have the ESSE all-weather note card set, and this also comes with the different map tools and some survival suggestions and tips and tricks on the cards. So this is an excellent item to have with you, especially if you're doing land navigation of any sorts. You're going to need a notebook, and it's a way of leaving notes for other people as well. And then we have a Nalgene water bottle. This is an actual Nalgene, so that's a 32-ounce BPA-free water bottle, and a lot of the kit contents is inside this bottle. Let me show you that here in a second. We have Katadyn MicroPure MPT water purification tablets. These work pretty well. I've actually tested these in the field on a video before, and it was pretty dirty, brackish water. Did some pre-filtering with it, and then applied one of these, and it worked. I did not get sick. So these do work. These are pretty standard in a lot of the military survival kits. So I think it's a trusted source for sure. Katadyn makes some good stuff, and I trust these 100%. Then we have a really nice titanium mug with a bail and handles, and Stay Ready Outdoors actually does this laser engraving, and they put my logo on it, which is pretty cool. I believe this is probably 750 milliliters if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in that range, and it does have a lid. Here's your lid. So now we have a source for boiling our water, and that is really key, and that was lacking in the last kit that I showed you guys. You couldn't boil water, there was no containers, so this actually has a water bottle and a titanium mug. So now we're going to get into the contents of the Nalgene. Now, before I get into all this, I know that there is a lot of people who don't like water bottle survival kits, and I understand that, and I'm going to explain to you the differences of how you can use this so you don't have to have the contents in the water bottle, but we'll talk about that here in a second. Next up is we have some more Atwood 550 cord. Can't remember exactly how much this is. I'll put a caption on this one, but I believe it's probably 25-30 feet. Got to have 550 cord. So many uses for it. And we have a fantastic addition to this kit that was not in the last kit, and that is a fire bellows. And this one, I've never seen this one before, but this actually has a concentrated tip on it, so that's going to really concentrate that air as you're blowing it into your fire. And then it has a little mouth guard. So, and it's pretty long, as you can see. Not bad. So that's a really great item to have in your survival kit, is a fire bellows. I talk about those all the time. I use them all the time. They're great. Next item that we have is this little Right and Rain bolt action pen. It's actually plastic, so it doesn't weigh very much. But it's got a little hole in there, so you can put a lanyard on that, and this will go with your notebook, so now you can take notes while you're trying to navigate. Next item is the windstorm whistle. This is also included in the last kit, and as you can tell, they've added a little night eyes carabiner on there. And what's really cool is it comes with a very nice little button compass in a housing. I think this is a Martac item or Maritac item as well, and it's a little bit, I would say it's a lot better than most of the little button compasses that you find on the market. This actually is working perfectly. Get it away from any kind of metal, and it's good. So you got a little lanyard to go with that. And these whistles, they're pretty decent. Put it that way, and I'm not even blowing super hard, but that is the that's how it works. That's how it sounds. Of the UCO storm matches in a water proof container. We have this little ferro rod, which I'm not familiar with this one. I've never seen this one. Very small, but it does have the striker. And it works. It's producing sparks. Small, it's going to be hard to manipulate with your hands, especially if your hands are cold, but this is better than nothing, right? Then we have a nice roll of duct tape. And that's quite a bit. That's a lot of duct tape. We have a signal mirror, and this one actually floats and has instructions on it. So, let's see if the sun here. Some tinder tabs, so you'll break those apart, fluff them up, strike them with your ferro rod, and put those in your tinder pile, and you'll have a fire going. And then the last piece that this thing comes with is an Essie Azula. And the Azula, I think anybody who's in the bushcraft community, the survival knife community, knows this knife. It is iconic. It has been around for a very long time. It is a trusted knife. It is a small knife, but there's a lot you can do with this. And if you wrap that handle with some paracord, it becomes a very comfortable knife, and it makes a fantastic neck knife. But this one does come with the belt clip, so you can attach this to a pack, to your belt, whatever you want to do. So water bottle survival kits. I've heard comments before that people don't like these because all the contents are in the bottle, and then how do you use the water bottle? Doesn't make sense. I understand that, and I'm right with you on that, but there's different applications for this type of kit. So you can use this kit two ways. One, you can keep it all packed up like I had to begin with, and that can go inside of a backpack that goes in your vehicle, or maybe if you're a bush pilot, that can go in a backpack with some rations. and that can go in the back of your plane, and that way when you're ready to use it, you pull everything out and start utilizing it. But that way it protects the contents in travel and keeps everything together in a neat package, and it also helps to kind of consolidate everything, so things aren't roaming around your bag, end up missing. That happens a lot with my gear because I use my gear all the time, so I'll find stuff, I'll lose stuff all the time. It's like, where did I put it? Did I put it in this bag? Whatever. It keeps it together. Now, if you don't want to do it that way, this is my suggestion. You buy this kit. It's, I believe, $265, something like that right now. You buy this kit, and it is your starter kit. And then what you do is you add this to the bag of your choice, and in this case I'm going to add it to my haversack. So this haversack is just a British issue gas mask bag, and it makes a fantastic haversack. It's big enough to hold this kit plus extra stuff. I can add a stove, I can add a tarp, because that's one thing we don't have, is we don't have a cover in this kit. So I'm going to add a small tarp, or maybe some drum liner bags to it. Okay, there's our water source. It's I don't know, it's probably 6 feet down there at least. So I'm not going to crawl down there, obviously, but I'm going to try to scoop up some water with my kit and use the paracord that was included. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that little carabiner that came on the whistle, just so I can clip in quickly and easily. So what we'll do is we're just going to clip this in. I shouldn't have to cut any of this. There's no reason to. So I'm just going to make a loop on one end. Nothing fancy. There's that, and then we're going to open this up as much as possible. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower this down into the water and fill it up and then pull it up. Now you can see it's holding water, and it's just leaking out a little bit out of that seam. So what you would do is you put this over your water bottle and let that drip into your water bottle, and that's going to filter out all that dirty, get all that debris, that silt and crap out. It's not going to go in your water bottle, so when you treat it with your water tabs, you're not drinking all that garbage. I mean, it's holding it pretty good. So I think the only thing I would do differently, and I was looking for it, I needed a stone to put in the bottom of the bag to give it some weight, but there's no stones up around here, so that would have helped it go into the water a little bit better. I can see that water it's clear. That got rid of all the silt and garbage that was floating around in that water. So now I can treat that with my tab, and I've got clean water. If you guys like this video, do me a favor and check out the affiliate links down below. Make sure you check out Stay Ready Outdoors. They have a phenomenal web store with tons of very cool survival bushcraft items, as well as a lot of overland gear too, because they are overlanders, and they have some very cool stuff on their store, and they're great people to work with, very responsive, great customer service. Also check out my affiliate links for Amazon. Check out the Facebook group, Instagram. If you're interested in purchasing patches and stickers, Prepared Wanderers gear, I have a link down below for that. And if you like this stuff, subscribe, because I try to do a video every week and always trying to produce new content for you guys. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Prepared Wanderer.